Hey everybody, so it's a little bit windy here today. We're getting some rain here in a little bit. They're starting to come in, but she's still a little bit of blue. Anyway, we've been using our little Champion wood splitter that does up to 19-inch for the last couple of years, and decided it was time to upgrade. So we got this, which is a Benchmark 25-ton splitter, tow behind, so hooked to the four-wheeler, the side-by-side, the tractor, truck, anything. And I just got it all put together here last night, and I just put all the fluids in. So I'm going to cut a couple pieces of wood, and we'll give her a go and see how it works. So I'll cut a couple pieces and then I'll set the tripod up and video me using it for the first time. So here we go. Alright, so there's what I cut. It only took me a couple minutes to cut that up. So I'm going to run it on the splitter now so you can see how the splitter works. I did have it running once just to make sure it was going to start. So we're going to start it and then we'll start splitting some wood. And of course, where I was cutting the wood was right where the splitter was, so now the splitter is covered in wood chips anyway. That was a game changer. That works way better than the little one we got. The last piece was a little long, so we couldn't get it to split it, but that's fine. I'll still go into perfect. But I'm happy. See how it goes. Another week or so, and we're going to be doing a lot more cutting and splitting. So I'm going to go put it away now for the time being. And we'll see how it works when we haul it out. But I'm happy, very happy. So, in addition to the wood splitter purchase, we've also purchased the 1950s TW200 International Manure Spreader. Neil and I spent most of the day yesterday on the road to pick up this and one more thing, but I've tried it with nothing in it. It works. Everything works as it should. Needs a little bit of cosmetic work, but nothing major. This needs to be tightened up a bit, but stuff like that, it's no big deal. Stuff like this, we'll just make a new one. I got some sheet metal in the shop. We'll just take that off and we'll cut another one, bend it in, put it on, be good to go. Everything is well greased in that. we're gonna go through it and just make sure everything's good and greased and tight. Make sure all these chains and linkages is tight, and grease all these grease zerks and see if maybe we can straighten this a bit. But yeah, so tires on it, they'll be fine for what I need. I'll probably replace them at some point. I'd like to get a quart of International Red in the springtime, and just clean everything up and give it a coat of paint, just because I like old stuff looking new, and I don't like everything being rusty and being able to rust more. So we'll get that done, and hopefully in the springtime, because I don't think we'll have too many warm enough days. All the wood inside looks fairly decent for what it is, so we'll leave that for now, and eventually at some point we'll replace them once they need to be. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. So I'll probably take these out at some point and paint them, or I might just get some black rust coat paint and just brush on it just to keep them from further rusting. We have cow manure from last year piled up, so once the cows come off of where they're at now, we're gonna fill the manure spreader up, and we'll give her a go up there. Hit there heavy with manure. We'll take the fencing down and hit it heavy there with the manure, and then that way we can make sure it does work perfect with the weight onto it. And yeah, so that's that. And also, we hauled back yesterday. I'm told it's a 1952 Farmall A. I gotta check with the serial number and that to make sure. But this has a sickle bar mower on it, and it's old enough that the actuating arm down here is wood. So it's currently not running. I'm gonna get a battery for it because it's 6-volt positive ground. So I'm gonna get a battery, and we're gonna see if we can get it running. The previous owner said it was something to do with spark, and I have no idea what they got going on here, but we're gonna try and do it all original. Other than that, just clean up this cutter bar, because the plan is for next year to start making our own hay. So that being said, this will do our cutting, and it also has a. This is for running a belt off the PTO, so we can run like a wood splitter or sawhorse, or there's all kinds of stuff you can run off it, saws, everything. But right now we're going to use it for that, and I'm hoping I'll be able to hook the manure spreader to it and get to running it, just so I can get some running out of this and the manure spreader. And I'm gonna take a look at these tires and see if I can get them to hold some air, because they're low, but it's been sitting since last winter, I believe. But the tires are all cracked and that, so I'll either look at a new set of tires or maybe tubes if it doesn't hold air. But either way, whatever we do, we'll probably clean up these rims and paint them. But it's also missing the battery box, so I gotta find something I might just make a battery tray for it. And yeah, it's got a new carburetor. It's got an old generator onto it, 6-volt. So just something that I'm gonna take her around with and try and get going in the next few weeks. This week is pretty packed solid. The rest of this week, I'm actually going today to pick up a factory loader for the B250 over there. Our old Farmall tractor, the original one we got. So we're gonna put a factory loader on that, because I don't trust the homemade one, plus it's all bent and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna pick up a factory loader for that today, and we'll be putting that on in the next few weeks, as well as getting this A going. And Saturday I'm going to pick up a hay rake from Hanniganish, actually. Neil and I were up last week or the week before, I can't remember, looked at a hay rake, a bale catcher, and a Massey number 10 baler. So we're going to pick up the hay rake and the hay catcher tomorrow, or Saturday, sorry. And then I'm going to have a towing company tow the Massey number 10 down, just because it's 9 feet wide, and I want to make sure it gets here because it's an hour and a half, hour 45-minute drive. So I'll get them to bring it down, and then we'll have our hay cutter, our rake, and our baler. And then all we'll be missing, there's a hornet around me. The only thing we'll be missing then is a tedder. I got the offer to hay over 100 acres out in Westville that my mother knows the person, said I can come up and hay that. So we'll be haying that next year. And there's a few other fields around here that I'm gonna talk to the owners and see if we can hay them. Because one, I want to make sure all the gear works good, and two, hay is one of those things that we're gonna consistently need. So yeah, so that's what I brought home so far, and once I get the other stuff home, I'll update you on that. I'm excited to get this going. I also want to find a plow. There's a set of plow gear you can get for them, and I want to get that so I can use it in the summer for cutting hay and the winter for plowing snow. So I just got it set on 2 tires to keep it up off the ground. When I first tried it, when we brought it home, everything in the back would turn properly, but the pieces here that moved the manure back through weren't moving. And come to find out, because I didn't have them locked on, they were in transport position. So with this being ground driven, you can tow it, you can do whatever with it, but it won't actually start moving manure without disengaged. And this one here is what engages the okay, for whatever reason I'm not going to get that opened there. So this locks in your, see if I can, so I have it on. Now when I put it off, it goes up and no longer rides on the this wheel here. This wheel here. This wheel with the sprockets, that chain comes down on it, and that's what makes it work. So you can see here, now it's down and it's engaged. So now the wheels, when the wheels turn, it's going to turn the mechanisms at the back. And this here, once you come down and click it, this is your different speeds, but the top one is your is off, and then different speeds. When we get her running, we'll go through all the different speeds. We'll put that up so that everyone can see that going. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'll be happier when I get the A running, but Also got to, I think I'm going to just get a couple tarps to cover everything with this year. But come next year, depending on how the winter goes, I might build over the winter. I'm going to build a roof. I want 16 by 32. That could change, but something like that, just so I can put everything in under cover. It won't get rained on, won't get snowed on, and all that. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, that's what we've gotten home, and that's what we planned on bringing home. So, and we have a goat that doesn't want to stay inside his fence. Yeah, that's you, Kane.